going to be taking a look today at one of my dad's other pipes, the only other one of his that I own, which is this Kaywoodie Campus. And we're going to take a little look at it here, and then we'll smoke it and talk about it. We do have the number 05 stamped here on the shank. And again, we can see that we've got the metal stinger in there. So we'll talk about what that 05 means, maybe when this was produced. But one other thing I wanted to show you with this I actually found in the box when I was going through some of my parents' stuff. And so we've got the box and this neat little paper in here. You can see a little spot where the pipe was in the packaging there. But this is the original paperwork for it. Kaywoodie, the finest pipe you can smoke. And for only 25 cents, you can get this color catalog, apparently. It talks about how to break in your pipe, getting the most out of your Kaywoodie. And we've got some nice pictures in here of their meerschaums, their briars. Goes through and talks about the different grains, different shapes. And I want to draw attention to the fact that the Campus is listed right here for $6.95. And that's going to be important and maybe in helping us date this particular piece. And like I said, we can see the original paperwork there. So that's kind of neat. So pretty cool to have that. So let's take this guy, get him filled up, and let's get to smoking. Welcome back to Perkins Pipes. I mentioned in a few videos back that I had two Kaywoodie pipes that had belonged to my dad, which I found as I was cleaning out my parents' house. And I introduced the one the other day. It's the one for some reason I most associate with my dad, although as I said, I don't know that I actually remember him smoking a pipe. He mostly smoked cigarettes when I was growing up. And that was the number 69 large pot. This is a Kaywoodie Campus, much more slender, smaller bowl, as you can see. Let's get this guy lit, and let's start to talk about it. So I was fortunate to find this one. I had found the one, and that was the one I actually started to smoke with. And I thought, well, I'm going to need a second one to rotate. And then I remembered seeing this one. And I thought, oh, wow, this would be great. I'll have a second pipe of my dad's. And you can really see how small that bowl is. I was holding it in my fingers here. So what I've been able to determine about this, it's a Kaywoodie Campus, and it's got this 05 number stamped in the shank. The 05, number 5, was the model for a medium-sized billiard for a number of years in the Kaywoodie line. The Campus was small and cheap. It was a cheap pipe. In fact, in that paper that we looked at the beginning of the video, it showed it for $6.95. And in one of the ads I saw somewhere, probably on Pipepedia, and if you're not familiar with Pipepedia, go check them out. everything to do with pipes, everything you're going to want to know, especially if you're trying to research something, maybe an estate pipe. And on Pipedia, they had an ad that mentioned this is designed to be smoked between classes. This is for the college man walking toward between classes on the college campus. So that's where the name comes from. There we go. So this was, it seems to be in the 60s. In fact, on Pipedia, they have some 1968-69 model year prices. And they show the campus for $6.95, just like that little flyer or advertisement I found in the box that contained my dad's pipe. So I'm guessing again, 68, 69, right in there is when he would have bought this. Well, by that point, he's from Southern Indiana. He had gone to the University of Michigan for graduate school, taught a couple of years up in Lake Fenton, Michigan. But by that time, the late 60s, he had come back down to Southern Indiana and was teaching at the elementary school where he ended up meeting my mother. So he wasn't in college at that time, and he certainly would have been smoking this, I wouldn't think, on the campus of an elementary school. But then again, you never know. Certainly back in the day, schools used to have the smoking lounges for teachers. Even in the early 90s, I can remember the first school that my wife and I taught at. It was a middle school in Kansas City, Missouri. And it had a smoking lounge inside the school, not even out back by the air conditioner or the machine area, but no, it's actually in the school. So it's possible maybe he did smoke it on the elementary school campus. So it's a small bowl. It's pretty. I really do think it's got some pretty grain to it. We'll see if that really picks up on the camera. But it's attractive little pipe. It can get a little warm. In fact, you can maybe see the narrowness of the walls of the bowl there. You get a little warm in the hand. Generally speaking, I like a larger bowl when it comes to a pipe. I like to be able to smoke for a longer amount of time. This tends to be a shorter smoke, again, designed to smoke between classes. It's another nice reminder of my dad. I got to be honest, I did kind of think of Bing Crosby. You can kind of see what you think there. I kind of think of Bing Crosby when I first discovered this, and then eventually I got that Savinelli, Bing's favorite. I should point out that I am wearing, since it's a campus, I figured I should wear my own alma mater hat. My wife and I graduated from Indiana University, and so at least for our undergrad degrees, my wife went to Southwest Texas State for graduate school. I went to the University of Texas for my graduate work, but for the campus pipe here, I figured you should support the old alma mater, so go Hoosiers. So here's the question for you, something to think about. And as always, if you like these kinds of videos, please tell your friends. Please click subscribe. Certainly love interacting with people from around the United States and really around the world. So here's the question for you. What do you know about, what do you like about Kaywoodies? So first of all, let's talk Kaywoodies. I probably mentioned that in my other video. If you've got Kaywoodies, if you've got experience with Kaywoodies, pop that in the comments. We'd love to hear about that. In particular, the Kaywoodie Campus. If anybody's got a Kaywoodie Campus, we'd love to hear your story about that. But then I also love to hear about your thoughts on small versus large pipes. Do you tend to prefer larger, that you can fill as much or as little as you like and adjust the time of your smoke that way? Do you like to have some larger, some smaller, all one size? What do you prefer? So give us a thought there in the comments. As always, we end the episode with Malcolm Guite's quotation, "I do these little things in order at last to do nothing," or as I like to say in Latin, Parva tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.